vessel, the commander. It is left to us to share the glory now, Telstar.
Hold on, Team leader to squad. Box check.
Just gotta say, I absolutely fucking dig the opening. I dig the whole idea of the prologue being the Death Watch on like a Tyranid like invaded world. And just the opening, the attack in the Thunderhawk, getting smashed, getting like overwhelmed. The fact that the Death Watch and the kill teams are like outnumbered bloody bajillions to 1, and their missions are like usually suicidal, but like their successful missions are usually also genocidal. Fucking brilliant. Brilliant prologue for the game. Love it.
I'm here, damn it!
Telstras, you have command. What are your orders? We proceed as planned. Launch the virus bomb into the stratosphere, detonate it, and watch the Tyranids die. A sight I will greatly enjoy.
Transmitter must be broken. Hooligans. The area will be crawling with them.
Where's that damn virus bomb? I'm up to my elbows in these wretched gods. Any word from Brother Darius or the commander? Nothing. It is left to us to share the glory now, Telstras.
Hold on, brothers. Spores.
Alright, one small criticism at the moment is the melee combat it's not janky, but it's not as good as it could be. They could have, you know, set the haptic feedback up, have the hit detection like a little bit better, have the attacks like single in on single Tyranids, or sort of had like bigger hitboxes. Like it didn't quite get the mix of hitting a single enemy or having a wide hitbox that hits multiple enemies correct, in my opinion. Like the hit multiple enemies hitbox would be your Berserk and Band of the Hawk and Dynasty Warriors type deal, whereas your single enemy hits with like haptic feedback and proper melee combat would be either your Callisto Protocols or your The Last of Us Part 2s. In my opinion, it kind of tried to ride the line between the two, and it didn't have solid feedback on the melee combat. So, in my opinion, melee combat's not that good, but it's okay, because the shooting feels great. The shooting could have a bit more haptic feedback in it too, though. Just to give you more feedback in the hand, in the controller, like some games do, for like for example Resident Evil with the the 870 shot shuck and the bolt rifle reloading and all that sort of deal. But fucking beautiful game, beautiful setting, awesome setting, and just coming across like all the Tyranids, seeing the Tyranid swarm. It's very reminiscent of World War Z, if you guys ever played that, where they swarm and they climb up at certain points, and you basically throw grenades at those points to knock down the pillars of enemies climbing up. But yeah, like, look, the bolt pistol feels amazing, the bolt rifle feels amazing. I can only imagine what the plasma gun and the heavy bolter and all that sort of shit are gonna feel like. I'm probably going to go the heavy bolter class just because the shooting feels better than the melee to me at the moment. But yeah.
If we fail to launch that bomb, there will be nothing to stop the Tyranids. I am almost at the crash site. Just make sure the launcher is still standing when I get there. I will hold the line for as long as I can.
Yeah, the shooting is actually fucking really awesome. And look, these little counter mechanics where you see the little red dot on the enemy after you've either dodged or countered, and you just hit R2 for a bolt pistol shot. Like, they're cool, they're fine, they work, but it's not as clean and tight as something like, you know, Ghost of Tsushima or something like that. So you saw there I tried to parry a little enemy, and unless you see the blue thing, I'm not 100% certain if you can just parry any enemy melee attack. Like, I've done it inconsistently, sort of deal, right? But yeah, the shooting feels amazing. Yeah, just stick to the shooting. Like, you can see the little blue counter things coming in, and you just hit L1 for those, and it does like a counter. But the normal regular melee attacks are inconsistent with the parry. So it's like an inconsistent mechanic to rely upon. So that makes melee a little bit of a... how would you say it? A little bit inconsistent to rely on. So you gotta sort of rely on the shooting more, in my opinion. The shooting feels better than the melee anyway, so that's fine. They could have made the melee feel good though. Chainsword's fine, I guess. Like, in my opinion, bolt gun probably did it better, where you wind up, you hit the enemy, and then you rev it, sort of deal. But it's fine. It's fine. I imagine the force swords and force hammers and stuff like that, thunder hammers, are going to be better. But yeah. So you saw just then I tried to do a parry to just a regular attack, not a blue indicated attack that are the automatic parries, and it didn't really work. I kind of just got hit. So yeah.
Alpha! Hellstros, if you can hear me, I have the virus bomb. Headed to the orbital launcher.
Is that as hard as you bite, Xenos?
Coming across the dead Deathwatch brothers on course to complete the mission too, it really captures the 40k Deathwatch novels. It's fucking awesome. Oh, there goes the Space Wolf. So it's also got basically a glory kill mechanic, and the glory kill mechanic gives you armor. It appears to give you armor.
Tyranids have breached the perimeter. Alpha! Anyone? Is the bomb en route?
Hang on, Kelstros!
Fuck, you get absolutely overwhelmed. It seems to have some sort of Bloodborne health regain system. When you've taken damage, your health bar turns a certain colour, and if you damage enemies in that time, you get that health back. But I don't know how much you want to rely on it, because you can kind of just get absolutely fucking overwhelmed.
Kelstros, are you with me? I have the bomb! You have served your Emperor well, brother. Record log. To any Imperial unit that recovers this log, my kill team crash-landed off course. My brothers are all dead. Slain by Tyranids. I have the virus bomb. Moving to the orbital launcher. We'll fire into stratosphere where it will disperse on the Tyranid positions.
Honestly, like, for this type of game, for like a Warhammer third-person shooter, a game set entirely in the Deathwatch is not a bad idea at all. Because, like, in the Deathwatch, they're always either facing Tyranids or some fucking Dark Eldar or something like just horribly fucking evil, and they're usually outnumbered like fucking thousands, hundreds to one, and that like fits a video game setting sort of perfectly, right? So like a Deathwatch only game kind of fits really well.
Continue on. The virus is our one chance to delay the Tyranid invasion. The virus will spread through their forces. They will adapt, but it will slow them down. The virus must be launched into the stratosphere. Nothing else matters.
Like, the shooting feels really fucking good. I'll let you know if you're after just a shooter, like, that's fine. The combat is a little bit janky compared to other games, unfortunately. Not heaps janky, like, it's serviceable, it's fine, but it could have been so much better with better haptic feedback, better lock-on, having more smoothness to the attacks rather than... Because there's not a lot of oomph when you hit just a regular Tyranid, a regular small Tyranid, right? There's not a whole lot of feedback to it. You kind of just hit it and it dies. There's no rumble in the controller, there's no wobble on the screen, there's no real weight behind it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, compared to other things like, you know, Dynasty Warriors, the Berserk and the Band of the Hawk. Like, if you're gonna have like a melee versus thousands of smaller enemies type deal, like that would be how you would do it. You would give the Space Marine like a wider hitbox in front of him and sort of go from there. Where it doesn't function that way. It's like it hits, but it's only a small tiny hitbox in front of him, and you have to hold and do a heavy attack to get a bigger hitbox attack. It just doesn't feel that good, unfortunately. But like, that's only one aspect of it. The shooting feels great. The number of Tyranids, the backgrounds, the set pieces, all so far are all really, really good. But that one criticism, that melee combat, it just doesn't feel that good, unfortunately. It functions pretty similar to the first Space Marine game, but the first Space Marine game was, you know, all about the shooting and everything, and it was a lot more comic-y compared to this. This is significantly more serious in tone, which is what, you know, 40k should be. It's good. It's good. Maybe a little bit, tiny little bit disappointing in terms of melee feedback and shooting feedback with the haptic feedback. But other than that, the cutscenes, the ideas so far are fucking absolutely brilliant. The idea of having to prologue a Deathwatch mission and all the cutscenes within it are fucking awesome.
Machine Spirit,
love it.
Where is the command console?
Observation platform above. The Lagos OGT does not respond.
Summon the lift. Machine Spirit, what is the status of the orbital launcher?
Hibernation. Console inactive for 22 hours. This impiety to the Omnissiah has been logged.
Activate launch systems.
The rite of initialization must be performed. Seek an authorized Magos at the command console. The command console is posted at the edge of the observation platform. A Magos will attend to you shortly.
Doubtful.
Righto, so we've got a big open area, scouted out for resources. We got grenades in a bunch of different little areas. I'm guessing this is going to be the first World War Z climbing Tyranid pile section. Just by the layout and of the courtyard there, it seems very reminiscent of that game. And just to see them swarm in the background, like World War Z's done it first, but this is still, you know, it still looks very cool. And it is a little bit different because they are Tyranids, they're not like human monster zombie enemies. So it still looks good. Like all the background combat in the game looks really good too. Shit, need more grenades. Fuck.
Authorization is required for dispatch of payload.
It is done.
Oh shit, that's Titus. I thought this was gonna be like a proper virus bomb level. Where it's like a suicide mission, right? The virus bombs in the books just completely fucking wipe out all human life, right? Even if you're in like a dreadnought or power armor like a space marine or whatever, it still fucking burns through the seals. And what it does is it just turns all flesh into like gaseous, you know, shit. And all that shit's flammable, so it just turns into a fireball after. I thought that it was going to be similar to that, like in the, I think it was the third Horus Heresy novel. Thought it was going to be more like that. This appears to be like a weaker Death Watch virus strain or something. It's not technically a virus bomb. But like that would have been a cool opening, you know, prologue if it was just all like suicide attack. And that cutscene was him getting overwhelmed, but then the virus bomb going off. Like, that would have been fine. Like, it sort of functions this way anyway, because it's like... This feels like an unwinnable cutscene, sort of, right? Because it's got no health bars, you're getting absolutely swarmed by enemies, that sort of deal.
Eradicate your kind from the galaxy. May that virus strip your flesh from your bones.
Right, that's a fucking Carnifex. Spoilers, I've seen the trailers, I know he's not dead. Ugh. Is he a perpetual though? He looked pretty fucking dead. Up a big massive Carnifex claw to his chest.
Praise the Emperor. The wound was fatal. You survived only through the Rubicon surgery. We remade you. You are a Primaris now.
Why?
Lord Calgar issued the command himself.
Is he here?
Gone. Summoned by the Primarch.
I must get back to the Watch Fortress.
You have been reassigned.
My place is with the Death Watch.
The Inquisition can find no stain on you, Titus. Accused of heresy. You have served penance in the Death Watch for almost a century, and not once have you faltered. But you will never know redemption until you have faced the judgment of your brothers. Prove yourself to us, and know true absolution. What is your life?
My honor is my life.
What is your fate?
My duty is my fate.
What is your fear?
My fear is to fail.
What is your reward?
My salvation is my reward.
What is your craft?
My craft is death.
What is your pledge?
My pledge is eternal service.
The Rubicon surgery has remade you as a Primaris Marine. You are now stronger, faster, and more
Righto,
resilient.
Primaris now,
You will
meaning
take your
he's gotten
place as a
an extra foot in height,
warrior.
essentially.
Your brothers will know
And
that
he's
you
harder to
served
kill
in the
because he's got
Death
more
Watch.
bigger
Your
organs, and he's got
status as a Black
steel
Shield has been
reinforced
redacted
tendons and
from
that
the
sort of shit.
archives. Should it be discovered, there would be questions. Lord Calgar has offered you a second chance. Do not taint it.